once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to another Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and I couldn't stop. I could have stopped. I could have said, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to just sit around and wait for the time. But I said, no, man. I saw the encouragement. I said, let's go. Let's go. Let's take a chance, and let's see if there's more love for an earlier show. So that's what I'm doing. I decided, you know what? Let's just pull the trigger and click go live. Let's join some friends and see what sort of fellowship evolves. So, brothers and sisters, to all of you already here with me, sincerely, thank you. Thank you to all of you. Praise God indeed, brothers and sisters. Peace and love to all that have come together. Andy, thank you. Well said, right? And it's not just for those of us who are here in the now, it's to you guys later too, because I know there's more of you who tune in later. Speed me up and get to the point a little quicker. To all of you who join in the now or later, please know. Love is what it's about. But today the topic, it's a little bit serious, right? Level up or stay stuck. We're going to talk about some obvious things, right? Life progresses with change. And so you can level up or stay stuck. Some pretty obvious things to point out today. I got notes again. The creative juices and the ideas and opportunities, they've been flowing through me today. And brothers and sisters, I feel good. So to all of you who are here, please settle in and chill and be with, with Jack Talcott, right? And greetings to all of you friends, man. Today, it really is the topic, level up or stay stuck. Oh, and the reminder, level up or stay stuck. And the clear reminder, the path we want, right? The goal and the way is love. And love reveals heaven. So be with heaven, be with love. The goal to heaven is level up or stay stuck. And you don't want to stay stuck. Life is about growth. Growth is about overcoming. Overcoming is about change. And the reality is only habits of excuses can result in finding yourself stuck, okay? Habits of excuses. That creates the routines that you end up spinning your wheels and showing yourself stuck. It's a habit of excuses is self-sabotage. It's the surest path to hell. You'll discover your hell if you rely on a habit of excuses. I suggest to you today that the American government is built upon a foundation of excuses. We've created a habit of enabling excuses, making excuses for liars, making excuses for oppression, making excuses for exploitation and selfishness. But you know what, brothers and sisters? We're here to break the patterns of the past. Because one thing I learned for sure, right? If you want to level up, you're going to choose not to stay stuck, right? You're going to say, nope, stuck is not an option for me. Growth is the path for me. And when you do that, you're going to look for strategies. Okay. So here was an idea I had of looking for strategies of how to level up, how to let go of the habit of excuses that have you frustrated and staying where you were. Ask yourself, what does love want? Well, how could I know? Right. How could you know what love would want if you don't spend time with love? Right. So ask yourself in your life regarding your health, your relationships, your career, your whatever it is that you're doing, you're considering, ask yourself, what does love want? And then to know what love wants, place yourself in alignment with, right? You got to consider yourself aligned with love, unified with love, and then love will show you what it wants, right? And when you know what love wants for you, you know the path and your purpose, you get this clarity within you. You're like, excuses, man, excuses be damned. I got a mission to serve, right? I got love to grow, to discover, to nurture, to offer. So in this path of leveling up in life as a human man, a human woman, right? We got to figure out, what does love want from us? And most obvious, we must say no to sins. Okay. When you know what a sin is, you know not to do it, right? And so don't cheat, don't lie, don't steal, do no harm, right? Really, truly care about others, the welfare of others, the joy of others, the safety of others. Care more than you used to. How about that? Care more than you used to. Because if you're constantly on a path and a questioning, what does love want? That's what love wants. Love wants you and I to care more, to care the correct way, right? Placing faith in love, not faith in problems, not faith in doubts or faith in enemies or faith in betrayals. No, placing faith in love. That's what love wants. Love wants your faith. Love wants your trust. Love wants your attention. And so if we say no to sins, saying no to that which is cruel and ungodly, right? That is that which is unethical, unwholesome, unlife bringing. If we say no to those things, then you're on a path with love, for love, through love. You're just no separation from love at all. And so the way to know what this path for you, there's many ways. God, I got so many notes here. Oh yeah, the choice that decides your future. That's what I'm talking about today, brothers and sisters. The choice that decides your future is that to level up or stay stuck. What are you going to do today? What are your intentions? What is your direction? Do you know? Have you figured out where your direction is? Have you taken your thoughts to the infinite of consciousness and in your subconscious? Have you taken the conscious and subconscious thoughts within you? Have you allowed those to the infinite? Because something I was reminded of recently and I learned in my life, these habits of excuses, these unconscious patterns, they become visible when they stop working, right? So if your old habits, your old ways are no longer working for you, you may find a little displeasure and dissatisfaction. Things may be a little tougher for you than they used to be, or maybe tougher than they could be. But all of that happens, especially when we're not paying attention. And we live in a world, right, where the profit comes from your confusion. If you're confused, other people got a better chance of making profits and winning. So there's a collective effort out there. You might say conspiracies out there. People who are working to keep you confused and angry and distracted and separated from the truth of you and your goal. And what is your goal? Your goal is to know, what does love want? So that there's no question in you, because what love wants is what your heart wants. Your heart wants love. Love wants your heart. This is the same relationship with God. It's written in the scripture, in the good books, right? God is love. Love is God. Allow love to rule over you. Allow love to be decisive with you, for you, through you, so that you are the body of love, the one who's there to give love, to share love, to be with love. Allow that to be true for you. It can be. If God allows it and you choose it, it will be. What is going good for you? Can you grow what is right? Can you grow what works for you? Of course you can, baby. Of course you can. If you look at you honestly and objectively, and you take an inventory of you, and you figure out what is going good for you, take those things, the good qualities of you, and expand that into different parts of your life as much as you can to capture the goodness of you. And as you focus on growing what is right and what works with you, the stuff that doesn't work as well, it'll either pick up and you grow on that, or it doesn't find a place with you. I hope this is coming through. The idea is to expand your thoughts, right? Why I brought up the conscious and unconscious, the subconscious, it's in our past and in our memory that we create these limitations. Okay, we find limitations in our mind, in our meanings, and those things will create us or break us. The idea is to move beyond the limitations into the infinite, right? Because if you move your mind into the infinite and you stop believing in cannot, stop relying on things to be impossible, you recognize that with God, through God, for God, all things are possible, for without God, there would be no thing, right? So with God, everything is possible. So trust in that, rely on that. Seek to grow yourself as a human, right? What is human growth? Where does human growth? It is functioned through our capacity to endure difficulty without losing purpose and direction, right? Without losing content and composure. It's how we grow. It's through testing ourselves, growing in our capacity to endure difficulty. This is one of the things I realized, right? Some of these things we go through as humans, these common events of life, the first time you go through something, oh my God, it can be so catastrophic. It can feel so crazy, right? And then things happen a few times in your life. Oh, all right, yeah, okay. Another betrayal. All right, another robbery. All right, another what? Another what? It's just another thing, right? The relationship you have to the things, the moments, the experiences, the relationship you have to your thoughts, to your feelings. There's a relationship with everything. So let your part in your relationships with everything, let it be with love. As long as love is your part that you're playing, you're going to level up. You're not going to stay stuck unless you love staying stuck, and then you'll stay stuck. But the choice is yours, man. Choice is yours. I'm going to drop the link, man, because I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty emboldened. I don't need to roll a long time, but I can roll a long time as well. I want to thank all of you. Ducks. Doc, I love you, my brother. OTW, blessings to you. Great to see you as well. USA, Lala, Jeeves, Swinton's Birds, all of you folks, man. And Austin Murphy, you are the only one who can change your attitude. Okay? Please find a reason to change your attitude when you show up here to the live streams, because lately your attitude's pretty pissy, dude. Wanting to complain about others and blame others when, dude, we could be having fun, man. We are going to have fun. We are having fun. Today is another day of fun. Traditional Rose, thank you. Working but listening. I appreciate that to all of you. I'm going to go ahead. Drop the link for those who may be present, wish to join in the conversations today with old Jackie Boy. You are welcome to do so. However, there is a reminder for me. Did I write that down or not? The reminder of me today is I will be maintaining some order, right? The patience for the foolishness. It's so done with the chaos. So those who do wish to join in today's conversations, you are welcome to do so. However, Austin Murphy, dude, you got to check in your attitude, man, because that's not accurate. I submit to God and I submit to myself. I choose how I roll, and I'd rather often comply and just get along than fight unnecessary battles. Lawrence, to the you and the contributions, thank you so much. I'm not comfortable saying this myself, but as you shared, all hail to the almighty prophet, Jack Talcott. I don't know that. And you know what? Austin, you got to check yourself, dude. Most of the stuff you're throwing out there, that's you. But here, let me be polite. Welcome back, our guest. But, Duck, how are we today?
Good, man. Hanging in there. How are you?
I'm feeling blessed.
I hope it's okay. I'm just kind of in my room, not by the computer. So if I can just be off cam real quick, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I got no issue with that. Have you had any breakthroughs in your progress, in your development by chance?
I mean, I came up, I went and talked to a couple friends on another panel. So I kind of had a normal Friday to kick it off. I actually, Jack, I got an interesting message on LinkedIn. This guy in college, working on a software product. So I talked to him a little bit, just kind of had a friendly. It was a short chat, but a friendly chat with him. Tried to help out where I could. And so I'm just going along with my day a little bit, and yeah, you're always a stabilizing force, Jack. So it's good to see you.
All right. Well, I appreciate being a positive force in your day. I just remembered before I drop the link, I got a presentation today in the topic of level up or stay stuck. You have any thoughts on that before I jump into this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like right now, I'm kind of in a weird spot, Jack, because I used to work out like 10 hours a week. I'm not trying to like throw numbers at people, but just in terms of my own active lifestyle, trying to loop that around to something worthwhile or meaningful.
Okay.
And so for me, I think there's a leveling up, and yeah, I mean, people are amazing. That's my main takeaway is people are amazing. We're almost too amazing sometimes. And so I think people sometimes can level up, right? And I don't mean to sound like a douchebag, but people can level up to a point where they become stuck because they leveled up too. So I think I'm on the, like, I'm not personally on that other end, but I've seen both sides of it. You know, I don't know if that's right, but
Not sure that you really made sense to me, but that's all right. Did that make sense to you? Doc?
Oh, well, I just said it, so it makes sense to me. My Yeah,
Okay.
and
All right.
yeah, the other thing too is yeah, I think people who aren't making forward progress, who are not making forward progresses, um people are so hard on themselves, right? If there's not this like psychosomatic emotional sort of healing, you know, if we're not reminded how much people love us, how much the universe loves us, even if it's even if it and sometimes it's hard, right?
Hey,
Because
Doc.
it's to me, yeah, sorry.
I think you're just on this thing of talking. I'm not sure where you're going or why. Because I mentioned I've got a presentation here. I asked, well, maybe you were still going through your thoughts on level up or stay stuck. Maybe I interrupted you too soon. Is that what happened? Or were you just taking us off on somewhere again?
No, I was truthfully just going on the journey, Jack, right? And I was trying not to take too much
Okay.
space or time for the audience.
All right.
With this YouTube thing,
Perfect.
with the you yeah, with the YouTube thing, like
Here,
it's
let
been
me.
a while. I got Jack, I'm
Mhm.
in celebrity mode. I got like 10,000 views the last week or so, so I'm kind of riding cloud nine right now.
Yeah. And I encourage you to look at that, right? Look at your reactions and look at what's going on. What is moving you? What is your purpose?
Well, I think
Um,
it's to me it's the connections, Jack. And I
well,
was
you say
thinking other
that.
people would jump up to contribute earlier on. It's just it's Friday, bro. And
Yeah.
for me Friday's one of these days of stepping back and maybe remembering the times of my week where I wasn't humble or grateful. And I don't mean to be too virtue signally or moral or
All right.
something, but yeah,
Okay.
it's a good kickstart. It's a Kickstarter, Jack.
Yeah. All right. Just chill for a few minutes for me, please. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, hopefully we'll have more folks joining up. I mean, because you're getting some positive feedback. Planet Watcher says Duck makes more sense than Jack. Duck is on a journey for sure. And Lala, I often struggle to follow his stream of thought as well. So I don't want to be arrogant and assume it's not me. It's very possible I'm missing something. Um, but all of us, this is not to single Duck out, but for all of us, and this does include me. The
What's
signs
this? Is this a picture? Is this a picture of a reservation or something? What is it there? Or am I actually schizophrenic right now? I'm sorry, I don't know.
what are you referring to? The picture.
Yeah, Rob Gee. It's Rob Gee 33.
Uh-huh.
Duck here himself. Hey
Picture of
dude,
outside.
how's it going? Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, it's a good question. Does Duck hear himself? And this is what I was saying. I don't want to use Duck
Oh
just,
shit, Jack. I just had an idea. I just had a crazy
yeah,
idea, right? I
great.
realize I've spent the last 2 weeks up here talking about doing street drugs, talking about
Yeah, let's
masturbation
stop.
and stuff,
Yeah,
and that's an
yeah,
adjustment. Yeah.
that needs to
So I'm
end.
not doing that now.
Is that ending now, Duck?
Uh y- I'll cool it at least a little bit until something else happens and I
Well,
have to
Duck,
or something.
Duck, this is the exact point. You're actually wearing my patience already. Okay, because this question from Rob Gee is a good one. Does Duck hear himself? I actually don't
I
think
would
Duck
guess I'd guess
does.
sorry. Jack,
Well,
I think the great space or distance, the right in the big scheme of things, um
I didn't ask, Duck. I really didn't ask you to interrupt me and explain things to me because the focus is on you, brother. And again, folks, I don't want to single Duck out. Every one of us, myself included, if we're on these online live streams, this is not scripted, not for me, right? There's no script we're following. It's not rehearsed. This is human behavior, right? Being lived out. And I see a society, particularly in this online realm, where people do not hear themselves. They don't listen to themselves. They don't listen to each other. They're just constantly running with these hamster wheels. And it's like one direction to another direction. There's no chaos. I mean, there's very little order. It's people talking at each other, people talking at themselves. And so, guys, I've recognized this sign for myself, for others. Duck, you've got to start listening to yourself, or you're going to continue saying things that don't offer value to anyone. It's just how it works. Landry, welcome to you, brother. What's going on with you, my friend?
I just, got back from crazy dog lady, just this old lady. But I think I told you about her at one point. She's got dogs that pee all over the place, and she's living in filth. And I said it somewhere, and people were like, "She's just lonely. She doesn't need the work." But
Okay.
So just working, man. Duck's not. I'm not a big fan of Duck, but I'll keep my mouth shut, right? I just, duck, don't give a fuck. But how you been?
I'm good. I appreciate you joining. I'm figuring things out, and there might be some truth in this. Duck might be a clout chaser. He was bragging about his previous success, and there's question how much to get him out of here. And this is part of what I was thinking. Excuse me. For Jack to do better, for me to do better, Landry, it's just like when you first showed up, right? I got to clean this up.
Man, here we go. Let's do it.
Okay. Still the same old stuff. So I'm looking at me. I really am. No, I'm not going to do the kick folks for money. Oh, actually, I've got him in the back. Let me pull up OTW. OTW is here, and Steven is here. Steven is here as well. I'm going to leave Duck in the back. My patience, though, is very limited. Steven, that was kind of just a forewarning for you, but welcome to you. How are you guys today?
A forewarning? What was that about?
Well, Steven, I've tried talking to you about your behavior many times in the past, multiple, not, I want to exaggerate, multiple times in the past. We've had challenges. We've had difficulties. And actually, there's another one. Limited patience. Yeah.
Oh.
So basically, you're welcome here, but don't be a jerk. And
come on.
Lala, thank you for taking care of that juvenile behavior.
Duck can suck a fuck. I think Duck is an actor.
Well, are you part of that? You think he may be associated with that Kiwi?
I'm not associated with Duck or any acting. I'm legit.
Someone proposed the idea that perhaps Duck is associated with a larger group of trolls. Something the Kiwi group or something like that.
Hold on, I got to turn down my music.
I do think he dumbs it down a little bit in front of you. Like he does his streams where he seems more coherent there. It's almost like he's here and he's just trying to derail, but who knows?
I'm not trying to derail anything.
What about just Duck?
Okay, I was curious too. Are you talking about?
Wow,
Steven does that too.
He's playing his nice behavior now, so no problem there.
I'm not playing.
Yeah. Yes, good
I
work.
fell asleep the other day by mistake because I suffer from insomnia, and then I might have a sleep disorder. So,
okay.
Yeah. it was nothing personal. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I slept then for like 8 hours or something,
Okay.
but that
Well,
was me snoring.
well,
So
all right. That might
no
explain
offense.
one little thing, but we're not going to worry about it. Guys,
I had a
here.
nightmare. I'm sorry, I
Okay.
didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
I did have a nightmare when I fell asleep on the show, and it was
Mm.
Landry's mustache came to life. It
Mm.
was like a spider
Was it,
leg monster
was it
chasing
tickling
me.
your neck?
No, it was chasing after me. It was not tickling my neck. He might be gay, but I'm not. That's for sure. I
Steven,
thought you guys were gay when you were
Steven,
working together
unless
at
you've
first.
got a relevant meaning that you've found from that, let's come on, man.
Well, that's what
Don't
happened. It
come
was a
on, man,
nightmare.
man.
All right.
His
Well,
mustache was a nightmare.
Steven, you're missing the point. You are so,
Amazing.
I don't know how to connect to you, but you're not alone. I
Well, the
mean,
gay stuff will never connect with me, Jack.
yeah, I
As
know.
soon as you go gay.
You've got lots of things that will never work.
Well, I don't like gays very much, to be
So
honest.
what?
I think
I'm
you're
just
telling
not.
on yourself, Steven. You gotta,
I don't.
slow down a little bit there.
Well, your
We're on video.
mustache is showing what you are, I think.
Well, don't assume so much, Steven,
Freddie
because
Mercury.
you're the one who hides
Or
behind
Burt Reynolds.
You're the
I'm
one
not
who
hiding at all.
You are
hides
hiding, Steven.
behind, the avatar.
Not hiding at all.
Oh, you
Well,
are hiding.
You're not on
Not
camera.
hiding a bit.
You're
You
clearly not on camera.
Go after people's physical
I'm
appearance more
clearly
than
not on
anyone
camera,
online.
but
And
I
you're
think
saying
being
you're not
on
hiding.
camera is gay. I think that's gay.
It's not what it is. You're
Yeah.
scared of people treating you the way you treat them. I believe that
Yeah.
sincerely.
Yeah, he's inauthentic for sure, and he hides. So I don't want to deal with that. And OTW, thank you for camming up. You're
Oh,
not
shit.
provoking and being a dick, hiding behind it, So, but thank you. And I don't insist that people are cammed up, but literally, this is part of our problem. It's so easy for people to disassociate, say, you're not like me, I'm not like you, when we're in the exact same moment of time together.
Yeah, I guess it is. It does bring it a little bit more of a professional angle as well when people are cammed up on the broadcast. I have to agree with that. I mean, it is true. I mean, when everybody's cammed off, it seems more like a Zoom call than anything else,
Yeah.
right?
You don't even know
it's
if they're still there. They could be someone in a different room.
yeah, it reminds me of Google Hangouts and stuff like that, back in the day. So it's like, yeah, I think it's, with the technology we have now and the people that are able to should cam up, right? It's like, unless you're horrible to look at, like you just like you for yourself, like if I cam up, people are gonna make fun of me. It's not gonna. Don't do it, right? Just like stay cammed off. You don't have to go there. But for us, like Jack, Landry, even as ugly as we can look, we still are able to cam up and endure looking at ourselves, because of this. So I guess there must be some
supposed to
form
look at
of
the other
love
person.
there. You must have to love yourself at a point, even though you're ugly, to be able to, want to see yourself on a camera, right? So there's some form of love there, for sure.
To some degree. It is. I mean, it's a certain, you got to get past some inner boundaries to place yourself out here and to show your face, because we've all got our insecurities and our little flaws, and you better believe these bastards that
Got
tune
a-
in, right?
A missing tooth, It's like,
Yeah. I saw
That's-
comments about your teeth already. Yeah.
yeah. So I have to at least entertain the trolls. Like
Yeah.
they're the audience, Jack. Even if
I know.
you don't always appreciate what they say, whatever, they're still watching. They're still giving us some watch time. So it's like you entertain them. It's like, oh, you got an issue with the tooth. Oh God, you're the only one who cares, but I'll entertain you. It's like, I'll show you my tooth that's missing.
Is that how you like take a girl out on the first date? I'll show you my tooth if you show me yours first.
Oh, No.
I'm
Hey.
glad, good thing you're like your main job is not being a comedian, because you would be eating, like, you'd be starving.
Anyway,
I am
I'm gonna
sorry.
switch. I'm gonna switch because this comment from Jeremy. I saw this and then I saw more discussion, and it's an interesting idea. I could make a donation goal for a haircut, for a shave.
That's a nice clean cut, go to the barber shop. I like that. That would, fresh start for the spring. Yeah.
I might do that anyway. And Jeremy, if you're willing to spend 50 on a haircut, just send me 50, dude. Please.
Yeah. I support that motion.
Right?
Yeah.
Holy cows. Here, where were we going? Where were we going?
You should
Level
send a little
up.
bit more, so the guy does the beard and the whole thing, and, like, with the barber cream and the actual barber's knife, not like some cheap Bic razor. Like the whole nice 2 hours of grooming. I would love it. I'd just, like, sit there and maybe I'd go to a barber where it's a woman too. I was like, there is one in my hometown where the barber shop is actually, it's the woman that's doing this. Beautiful women too. Yeah, favorite barber shop. But I haven't been there in a long time. Yeah, I pretty much shave myself now, and do all that by myself. Got the trimmer and everything.
Yeah, I don't feel the need to go do content. We've got someone in the back here. I'm not sure what we've got. We'll just give it a try. Jim, you're up here with OTW and I. Jim,
Jack.
say again.
Got abducted by an alien again.
It's JG.
All right. I was wondering.
Yeah, he's the only one with that voice.
I know. I know. Interesting. Well, admittedly, I was wondering, could it possibly be Jim Bob swinging through in a fake name? But no, it wasn't Jim. And it's not our alien abductee friend Jim either. Although I like that guy. Did you see that, OTW? Were you here that day, or did you tune in for that?
I'm not sure. An alien?
We had a guy named Jim show up recently, and
Okay.
he has a story of being abducted, and he woke up with a tattoo on his arm of an alien face. And he's interesting. He's
Is
an
he-
interesting dude.
Is he sure he didn't? His buddies didn't didn't abduct him and
No, we talked.
pulled a
to him.
hangover on him?
He's apparently started a group for abductees to socialize and gather and connect. And apparently I haven't looked it up. I didn't dig into it, but he said he's got like 100,000 people in that group.
Wow.
Apparently well known with his testimony and his story. So that's what I think JG was rolling on with the Jim as the name and referring to getting abducted. He was pulling that.
Okay. All right. I get it. I'm out of the loop, Jack. I some things I don't follow, or I'm not a.
No, you're fine, dude. Just so much of this lore.
Oh yeah.
And Duck, brother, you're in the back, and I'm looking at the chat, and you're not doing a lot for your case to be brought up. But we've got a new guest, one who I trust will bring order and cooperation. I trust it's going to be great. Welcome back, Paddleverse President.
That's going to be great.
Dude,
Wow,
audio.
your audio is terrible.
Well, that's what I was coming up to troubleshoot. Your face is terrible. And your personality, your knowledge on things, your nationality, your familyality. You're garbage. I won't pause with daddy.
Great stuff, Tommy. Great stuff.
That's what pause with daddy.
Are you getting any of this, Jack?
Let's give you to a break. Brain back up. You're going to have a racist bike. And we'll do a better show than Jack could.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. So bear with us while the technical issues are being dealt with behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. That audio was a crime to streaming.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, for those who are tuned in, I apologize for that. Thank you for suffering through it with us. Mitch Lovin calling me out once again. Here is Jack enabling chaos again. And I can't deny what's true. I won't deny it, but I'm not willfully enabling the chaos. I'm really seeking improvements and opportunities for resolve. OTW, that was a thought I was thinking earlier. I get accused of looping and enabling, and there's a fine line. I might be enabling some of the chaos and nonsense, but the reality is I like to think I'm creating the space for people to change their behaviors, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I see you do, is like you keep giving them a chance to do better and be better, which is, there's nothing really wrong with that, because you do end up having some great conversations and you do have some great guests sometimes, right? And you got, like, I've experienced a couple of really good panels that you had lately. So
yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
it's working, and thank you, Hank. Blessings. Thank you for the contribution. Tommy, I deposed you from panel versus president last year. Then YouTube disposed your channel. Dang. And
okay,
you might be right. That might be the bridge with the firearm incident. That's why I did keep my finger next to the drop button with him. We got a couple of other folks who returned to the back here. I'm playing this by ear. Stephen claims he's here for change, and we've got Imperious. What's your run with Imperious? How you do there?
I've always liked Imperious, even though he's extravagant. I'll call him that. It's your call, Jack. I'm here as a guest, and I'm willing to collaborate and talk about the subject, because leveling up or stay stuck. So it's like the gentleman that you present on your show. Eventually, it's like, are they going to level up, or are they going to stay stuck? And are you going to continue on encouraging them to level up? I believe would be the best question here. It's like, is it to your benefit to continue helping these people want to, for you? Because obviously this is what you want for everybody, is for them to level up to the next level of consciousness, where they're more aware of themselves and others and be able to communicate better. So I think, yeah, it's your call. You got this.
Well said, well observed. And so I want to be respectful, and I don't want to screw this up. Imperious, to me, he's more of a wild card because I don't know him as well. I have not spent nearly as much time with him as I have in the past, as I have others. But I have a feeling he might be more likely to swing around than Stephen, and Stephen has been here for so long.
Look, I think it's a coin toss with Imperious. It's either you're going to get the guy who's going to want to participate, or you're going to get the other guy. It's like it's a coin toss.
Tell you what, let's start there. What are we bringing today?
Jack, I'm ready to move forward in progress, but we got to talk about that gentleman with the mic. I mean, he's got to progress to get a new mic so he doesn't sound like his mic's being ass fucked, Jack. Like, that was just horrible. I mean, it was like,
Should we check it? He's back again. Should we give him a chance?
yeah, check it. Let's see if he's getting buck broken by his mic.
How's it
You
sound
mind
now?
if we do a little troubleshooting, faggots? Or do you want to just stand on your little weak ass? Oh, his mic sucks, so we can sit here and say whatever we want.
I can
OTW.
I can start by
The
telling
only
you.
thing you level up,
I could start by telling
Is
you
your
if you want to
asshole
really
big faggot
troubleshoot.
dicks.
Okay, big.
all right?
You're a big.
And no,
You're a
Flow
big
State,
man
this
with
isn't
your
that bridge
insults.
because you don't hold that much relevance.
how
no matter how much money you send me.
See, you're not really here to troubleshoot. I'm going to tell you. First of all, stop.
Yeah. Now
stop-
bring Duck up here because
Stop
we're here to
screaming
fuck.
in the mic for
Naughty
charters. Stop screaming in the
Yeah,
mic,
please.
please.
Jack, he sounds like he was
Hey, bring
sniffing
King Steve out.
methamphetamines out
I
of a
can't hear
gay
you
man's
guys
asshole.
because you don't want to
That's
work
what he
with me
sounds
with
like.
troubleshooting.
We've
Look,
really
please.
got to pay attention. So one is talking at the same time. Tom, I turned you down drastically because it's coming through slow.
Hold on a second, Jack. I can help you guys out
Tom,
with the
please
mic.
calm
Just
down.
give
Jack.
me
Tom,
a second
please calm
here.
down.
So, Tom,
Imperial telling me to calm down.
Jack, you put back his volume the way it is. If he leaves the mic on at the bottom of his chest, all right, towards his stomach, we'll hear him just fine.
Is it even the mic? Is it even the mic?
Now you can hear it. Now I
Yes, you
hear
got to keep it far away from your mic. It's an omnipresent mic, so it picks up everything you say.
Speakerphone, faggot. Do you even hear the mic?
Okay, now you're coming through. Okay, now I
Well,
guess
he's coming, Jack, may I interject here, Jack?
it's not
Jack, he
coming.
sounds like he just snorted a line of methamphetamine off a gay man's cock. I mean,
Come on.
he's got.
Come on.
He's,
Hey,
well, no,
serious?
he's very
That's
excited.
That's not helpful. Tom, the audio is sucking.
Yeah, do you want to take a minute or do you want to cop out because you know I'm going to wreck you on anything you're doing up here?
When you just vented, it sounds, oh my Lord. I know.
It's
I
it's
know.
it's
What's that?
frustrating. It is frustrating. I if I was you, I don't know how you do it. I just don't. I've been
Jack,
taking
that
that
guy
one
seemed Jack, that guy seemed omni-queer. I couldn't believe it, Jack. He's out of his mind, Jack.
Please stop. It doesn't.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll stop making insinuations on his
I'm
sexuality.
gonna bring Stephen up because he's been back there patiently waiting, and he mentioned, hopefully he's still in the same mood. Possible changes. How are we, Stephen? What's going on?
I'm in a good mood. I'm ready to level up.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Are you guys are we all gonna level up today?
Dude, I
Hopefully.
hope that's my
But
prayer.
I'm ready to level up, Steven. You know what my level? I want to level up. I'm gonna ask my girl to lick my ass tonight.
Let's how about we stay present in the here and now first.
It's a family
right?
broadcast, please.
Yeah. And
Sorry,
let's-
I apologize.
Well, come on, dude.
Yeah, come on.
Okay,
man.
well,
Don't
let's talk
about
real here.
Patrick
Let's talk
Murray that
brass
way.
tacks, Jack. Let's talk brass tacks. I really am
Exactly.
talking about elevating our mindset here, Jack. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
really do want to get to it. I do want to get to like a level of epistemology here, Jack, to where we can discuss some of the fundamental aspects of the universe, Jack. I
Well,
really
we
do.
can.
I think we can.
Yes.
Oh, we can or can't. I didn't hear you, Jack. I'm sorry.
No. Yes. I'm capable of doing that here and now.
Let's do it, Jack. Let's really get in depth. Jack, can you tell me what your hypothesis is about the fundamental creation of the low electromagnetism of the universe?
Actually, before we get into that, I think the first thing is to recognize what's real for here and now. Okay? And you've been playing a character, and I don't mean to be a damper on that because you're a fun dude, right? You do bring a fun character and a lot of energy. But the character is actually not in line with the idea of leveling up, right? Can you see that?
Well, Jack, my character is based off of Ric Flair, and he once said, look, if you're a real man, Look, you don't cry about it. You take the lives with the ups and the downs. You go with things. But if you're a real man, you stay up and never come down. That's why, Jack, I wear $600 alligator shoes, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a real man, you come up, you don't come down.
Well, sounds like you're lying to yourself about a few things. And I don't mean that. I don't mean to be rude with that, but truly, the society and the role you're playing a part in, while there is truth in this court systems, you're playing a part in a role in a lie, a big one.
Wait. You're against the. Okay, is that the fundamental disagreement we have here, Jack? The court system.
No, that's not our fundamental disagreement, but I think it's illustrative.
Well, I'm not a big fan of Article 3 either, Jack. I may be in the set, but I'm not a big fan of Article 3, Jack. Like, I fundamentally believe the courts overstep their boundaries on the fundamental parameters on what they can do.
Beautiful.
Like, Jack, I don't believe, for example, that a court should be able to like stop a president from acting or a Congress from acting. Like, I don't believe that's a justified thing, Jack.
We'll probably have some. We'd have to flush out interpretations of some of these words. I want to welcome back Mitch. How are you today? What's going on there?
Yo, I'm good.
Good. I'll give a group consensus. I mean, we can get back to the topic and the discussions, which I actually appreciate. Or do we give Tom and his microphone another chance?
Look, we're a forgiving community here, Jack. Let's give him a chance, Jack.
You know what?
Yeah, give him a chance. Bring him back.
Yeah, I have to agree. Yeah, I'll agree with the guys.
It's called troubleshooting. Why are you guys fucking sucking each other off over it? Now, how's the mic? And before you kick me, tell me how the mic is so I can try something else. Woo!
Okay, first of all, if you stop screaming, it'll stop clipping.
You.
Yeah, the only audio technician in the house that he doesn't want to hear from, right?
Jack, did you hear him do the Ric Flair woo? The Ric Flair woo, Jack. Did you hear that?
Bradshaw! Stop.
Hey, it's sounding decent, Tom, but when you do get loud, it may clip.
Okay, then don't overtalk me.
You should fire a gun under there to celebrate.
Come on now. Steven,
come on.
It was just an idea.
Steven.
Oh, now he's showing it. Jesus Christ, guys. You guys are fucking terrible. This is terrible.
This is out of line. This is out of line right here, Jack. This is disrespectful to you, Jack. I don't think you should.
Imperious, can I show you something? Because I understand.
I don't want to see your penis, sir. No, Jack, don't let him do it. No, Jack, don't let him do it, please. I don't want to see that.
Don't assume the worst.
You don't have to do this existential, introspective, pretentious thing with Jack. You just break Jack down to brass tacks. He's going to be eyebrow furrowed and kicking us in a minute.
Why do you have such aggression toward Jack? He's just a nice old man. Why do you have such aggression toward him?
He's not a nice old man. Like his daddy, you have to have him explain the psychobabble he says.
No. You're mistaken.
What do you mean, no?
You're mistaken.
You don't have to explain the psychobabble bullshit you say?
Well, let's discuss it. You're so uptight. You're resistant.
Okay, let's start here then.
Not uptight. You're not uptight.
Let's start here.
You're in denial.
Mitch showed you a thing about yourself.
So what?
May I finish the sentence, Landry?
Yes, please forgive
And
the
you
interruption.
said, hey, you have to understand it was a rough panel. They were coming at me. They were all coming at Jack. And you're like, that's why I acted that way. But it's not a portrait of who I am.
There was an excuse I brought up. Yes.
No, I thought it was a valid reason because you're calling it an excuse because you see where I'm going, don't you? You actually catch on.
Where are you going? Because I admit I represented myself poorly.
You are fucking retarded.
You're going to Epstein Island, Jack.
I'm sorry, what? What was that?
Go ahead and okay.
Go ahead.
So what's the intention behind all this?
Every time I come up here for months, you allow my biggest haters to come at me. You backstage me. You don't let me talk. And when it pisses me off, you say, Tom's life is a wreck. He needs my help. And then Mitch fucking made
Tom, you look like you're
scream.
melting down. Do you need some help? You're melting down, Tom.
I'm not melting down. I'm one of the most based motherfuckers out here.
He's been melting down for the past 3 years, Imperius.
Oh, OTW.
He is. He looks like Jack. I mean, Jack, is he on any psychosomatic medication or psychotic medication? Like anything psychotic?
Imperius, please don't. It's not.
But thanks to this is what he allows, Imperius. If I was doing that to you, I would have been backstage.
Tom, I
See?
just did I see you're in this pattern of never satisfied. You're just in this ultimate bitch mode.
Don't narrate my things.
Yeah, don't make good the enemy of perfect, all right? Like, stop it. Just be satisfied with yourself.
And he was narrating pretty well, in my opinion.
When Jack was having a nice day, he was in a good mood. Now you've exhausted him and hurt his head and you've stressed him out and everything. Like, now Jack's going to be in a bad mood, bro.
No, I won't. I recognize I have that potential, but no, I'm prepared for it. And I put him in the back because I wanted to separate from that energy. It just was not time.
Overbearing negativity, Jack. Overbearing negativity. That's what I was thinking it was, Jack.
Well, yes, this overbearing negativity, it's a part of dysfunction. I mean, we've got a society created out of dysfunction. The entire house of cards, right? The entire political, economic, the establishment, it's built on lies, guys.
And negativity.
And
We literally, I
Yeah,
agree,
it's-
Jack. And you know what? We literally have a president of the United States now talking about women being shot in the forehead and seemingly finding it like amusing, right? Like it's like, oh yeah, that's the right thing to do. That's what we should be doing.
Sure.
Let's bomb these people. I mean, that's just like it's just crazy what I've been hearing lately. Trump and all that, Jack. This is crazy.
Here, pause for
Jack,
a moment.
you know what, Jack?
We've got a guest in the back. They got the camera on. I want to bring him up and see what's going on. Not you, Tom. Someone else. Name? Is that JG?
This is Jim.
Jim.
Who's that
It's
guy?
JG.
Thank you. Bless you.
Masonry.
The aliens turned me into JG. So
Is that what happened? You're like the reverse. Rather than being abducted, you got implanted. Is that what happened?
Oh, that doesn't sound good, Jack.
He
It's
was
like Cartman.
inducted.
It's like Cartman with the probe. We don't want that to happen, Jack. That's not a good thing.
Here. Tom,
I thought his
Jack-
name was Janice.
welcome back.
I literally explained it, and you did it. Jack, this is the LARP, you fucking idiot. Snap out of it. This is the LARP. What Imperius and OTW and these motherfuckers are running like JG's is fun. But this thing you're doing, it's not being Christ-like. It's not being my friend. It's not being a guru.
I'm your
fucking-
friend, Tom. I'm your friend.
What if you're wrong, Tom?
Jack, you guys are LARPing. This isn't an adult back and forth.
How about this? Okay, here's an adult back and forth. Okay, let's get onto the same
Yeah,
page.
the son is, baby mama is. I'm sure they're having a nice, quaint talk.
Tom, let's break the pattern of the past. Instead of negativity, let me know, and what is good, what is going good for you these days? Why don't let's share that with us,
Yeah,
please.
you're not going to make it about me. This is about you. I'm
It's
fucking
about
fine,
us.
dude.
It's about us.
There is no us. There is a panel. There is talks. We are
There's
not
a-
going at the fucking docking dicks.
No, that's not what we want. Not even going that
What you
direction.
want.
No.
Jack,
But-
we are not one.
There-
We
there-
are not a singular thing.
We are a
You are
couple.
very different than me. You are my Chuck to you.
You and I are a couple.
No, you and your daddy are a couple, and it's a narcissistic, fucked up couple.
You're in it with me and him.
No, I'm not.
Yep.
Oh, explain it. Unpack it, Jack. Just like everything you've left hanging that you ever say. Just like the shit you said when I was in the backstage. Just explain it.
All right. Well, in the bigger picture, it's really easy to see. In the scope of time and space, we've been exchanging experiences for a few years now.
This is why I told you, Imperius, you don't have to go this way, because he thrives.
I'm just listening to Jack. I don't understand why you're trying to subvert him and put ulterior motives to him. I'm just listening to Jack talk. I mean, why are you putting ulterior and subversive motives to Jack? Like you're giving him this motive that you don't even know is true.
Right. You're actually Imperius is absolutely right. You're literally painting a picture of Jack that is not him.
Yeah, you're attributing him like a malice that he doesn't have.
Right.
Jack and Tom are
like
as if, why can't you guys let them work it out?
But wait, as if Jack was doing something wrong out here.
He was every day.
Oh my God. What is it that he's doing so wrong, Tommy?
Please.
You guys are projecting what he does.
More what you're doing. You're enabling it.
Well, Tommy,
what is it that is so bad? I want to hear from your mouth, gentlemen. I want to put the fucking finger on the button. I want to know what it is that Jack does.
He want resolution from this, but he insists upon it.
Like Tommy, you're the only aggressive person up here. Everyone else is very calm and rational and just discussing things like adults. But you came in here like with your hair on fire, just like angry at Jack, like possessed.
Yeah, Jack sits back
like you have the smell of Jack's blood or something.
Tell you what, I think I might have a better. Who dropped?
Whoever you Jack, I mean, he's on such a horrible connection, Jack. We can't tell if he dropped or if he just
It was actually JG who dropped. But here's the thing: I saw Mitch jumping in to be the victim advocate. He wanted to defend Tom, and it's the same pattern with these guys.
It wasn't a defense for Tom. It was an opportunity for you to seek resolution. So I think the reason why we can't ever really come to resolution is because when there's a disagreement between two grown men, three other grown men have to hop in and defend the cooler, more popular.
Well, sir, he mentioned my name. He said, "You see, Imperius, you don't have to."
But why can't you guys work out your issues and then Jack and him
that's
work
an
out his
assumption.
issues?
No, but he was speaking to me, so should I not be able to respond to him if he's directly talking to me?
No, you could.
Fair. Well, and also, Mitch, as you're pointing that out, I'm addressing it with you because you jumped into this mix where you saw too many cooks in the kitchen, I guess. Right?
Well, I just saw
he's
a
even worse,
bunch of
Jack.
grown
He's
men.
trying to determine now. He's coming in after the fact, Jack, and he's saying, I don't care who's being addressed. I don't care who's being spoken to. I don't care who's name. I'm going to tell who can address who. I'm going to tell who gets to speak. That's
Actually, I didn't do that at all. I just made a suggestion that if you want actual resolution, maybe the solution isn't having three grown men defend another able-bodied grown man in a word fight.
Well, maybe it's not a man attacking every man on the panel.
Great.
Maybe the solution is one man not attacking the entire panel and then crying when everybody says something back because he addressed every single one of us.
Thank you.
Right, but then you guys want to defend him on points.
Please pause. Okay. Thank you. Hank, thank you for the contribution. Same bum sector pattern. Back to Jack, please. Let's not get caught up in the minutia here. Right? Let's bring us back to what is actually being disagreed about. So OTW was trying to get Tommy to explain, hey, what is it that Jack is doing wrong? So Mitch, you jumped in when that happened.
Right.
So what do you think I'm doing wrong?
I've explained it 2 times. I'll go ahead and do it again. But I don't even really suggest that you're doing anything wrong as much as I suggest that what's wrong with the dynamics is when 3 grown men jump in to defend another able-bodied grown man in a word fight. The problem is you're failing to learn how to communicate with Tom to resolve whatever issue there is so that you can move on and you're sitting back letting other grown men enable your dysfunction, just sitting there nodding your head and nodding your head, and
that's what,
and then blaming everyone else for creating the chaos that you just created.
Jack, I think I can bridge the gap here. Jack, I think I can bridge the gap.
Wait, please. Got all this analysis. Why don't you be very clear and succinct? How am I failing, right? Because that's what you said. I'm failing to, I guess, understand.
You're failing to communicate, which is pretty much what every disagreement or fight is about. It's a failure to communicate.
Yes, Mitch. I'm failing to get him to understand. There's a failure to communicate, misunderstandings, right?
Well, Jack, let me try. Can I try, Jack, here really quick? Would you allow me a real quick transition?
Please do.
Nick, let me tell you explain to you what is going on today. What is it Italian that has Jack so upset?
Is that South Park? What is that?
What is Jack doing that is upsetting you so much?
That sounds like South Park. I thought
Can you
Mitch
answer me that question, sir? What does Jack do? Yeah, you understood that. That's why you're quiet. So can you please answer the question I directed towards you?
I'm assuming you were directing that question at Mitch.
To Mitch, yes, sir, Jack. Jack, you're more intelligent than that. I wouldn't expect
Yeah,
you.
I'm just not going to enable the chaos that Jack is creating.
That Jack is creating. You are such a victim, dude. You're so
yes, you're culpable because this is.
Can I address Mitchell, Jack? I just want to say something just came to me listening. I didn't hear the whole interaction with Tommy. I came in just as Mitchell kind of started up. And it's interesting to me that Mitchell has a really hard time when, as he calls them, other men, grown men, come in to either defend or, make someone's point or, connect with someone else. I think maybe because he does not ever get that from anyone. And so I think there's a low-key jealousy that there are people willing to support other people, no matter who they are, because it seems to be a big point of contention for Mitchell, other grown men defending grown men. That's how he puts it, right? Because no one defends him. Because at this point, he's making himself indefensible. Am I off?
No, he's ostracizing himself. He's making himself be like the pink elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Where no one wants to deal with him because, look, like no one's defending Jack. I'm not sitting there going, Jack's the perfect man. He's an amazing person that I love more than... No, I'm just saying, like, what is Jack specifically doing that is upsetting him? Because the guy that was up here, Tom, was directly speaking to me. He said, you see, Imperious, if you do... So I respond, and he thinks I'm protecting Jack. There's a strange, like, misidentification on what he believes somebody protecting somebody when I'm protecting myself from being insulted. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sitting there defending Jack. Jack's a grown man. He can say what he wants. I was sitting there responding to what he said to me. And then he says that for some reason, even though I'm defending...
You're kind of rehashing.
Well, yeah, but don't you understand the madness, the howling mouth of madness? That you have a guy who's sitting there attacking somebody, and then when they respond, he blames Jack for the person responding. That's sickness. What did Jack do? Jack's not in my mind controlling me.
Imperious. This is what the society has created. Lala, this is interesting. And I've been wondering how to do this. Maybe have more one-on-one conversations. Trying to speak with people. It might be more effective, that's for sure. Something interesting, though, coming up regarding Mitch. It was something I had to look at myself, and I don't remember which of you was pointing it out. I'm wondering if what Mitch is doing is he's got something he wants and something he wants to share. No, that was me.
Well, I think Tom does too. They're both so crying out for someone to listen to them.
Yes.
You know what I mean, Jack? They're crying out like, please, here, I'm a man. When, Lord, when will it be my time? That's what they're asking. You know what I mean, Jack?
Hey, real quick, I just dropped this link in the chat. This guy, Joe Hudson, he's someone I came across recently. He's very gifted in my mind as a coach, as far as helping people break down their inner securities. And I shared this because what he worked with on her, she's got a desire to be a coach, right? She's working as a coach, but at the same time, she's struggling because she's looking for support. So it's this paradox of wanting to give support and receive support. And when I heard them talking, I was like, holy shit, if that's not me. So I'm just dropping the link for those who are interested. I recommend the guy. He's pretty damn good at what he does. And I wondered, is maybe that something like that with what we're seeing with Mitch? Holy
well, Jack, I mean, even psychiatrists and psychologists are required to see other because that the stress of their jobs. You know what I mean? Even though they want to, like, they help, but all that pressure of other people's problems, it wears on you, Jack, you know?
It can.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, Tom, Tom's coming with a different attitude, I'm hoping.
Fucker, you guys, this is what I've told you do every day. Imperius started out wrong, and you guys just keep going. And then you went from me to Mitch, and you're just off on your own bullshit.
Yeah, he's addressing me, though, Jack. He's addressing me. He's attacking me, Jack. What did I do, Jack?
I was addressing you. When you asked that, I'll wait.
Water off the duck's back.
I don't want you to build me up. I'll wait.
Please let me give the floor back to Tom.
Fucking put us on a panel, faggot. You fucking chaos enabling bitch. I'll rip that beard out of your face. Imperius, when you went at Jack with the, hey, what do you think about the blah, 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 the universe? I was just saying, oh, it doesn't take all that to get this guy's eyebrows ruffled and get him stumped up on just his logic and reasoning. I wanted to show you we can simplify this and maybe make progress. And now you guys flipped it from me on the Mitch, and you're wrong about all of this. It's why you people are disgusting.
No.
Tommy, for the record, no one listens to Imperius.
Not wrong?
No, you're wrong.
Everyone listens to Imperius. I'm the center of attention on YouTube. Haven't you noticed?
Just explain yourself, Jack.
No, go figure it out. Okay.
That's chaotic energy, Jack. That's chaos. Chaotic that's a chaotic evil, Jack.
I know.
So that's a lot of anger and it's a lot of heart. Do you think he may be possessed in some way, Jack? Like an exorcism may work?
In the old days, I believe that may have been said, right? The time of Jesus, they may have called out demons and such, because it is these patterns of behavior. Guys, there's truth in the spiritual aspects of life, and it is so important. It is so important how
Wait,
we
who are you
treat each
saying
other.
has demons? Is it Lou?
It's residual meth psychosis with Tommy. I really believe that. Hi, Steven. How are you?
Residual meth.
Are you
That's
feeling
quite an
good
accusation,
tonight?
Lou. Come on. That's
No.
not
Are you
fair.
feeling okay? Did you take your meds?
Lou, please.
We love you,
Come on,
Steven.
Lou,
Wow, listen to this guy.
Lou, please. Okay.
No, I really believe with Tommy there may be some residual.
You've said that already, Lou, and I was
Yeah, he's
asking you to
looping.
stop so that I could be in the conversation, and you've got a habit of not respecting that. Part of the commitment I'm making to myself, if I want my life to change, right? The topic today, level up or stay stuck. Holy shit, I never even did the presentation. Level up or stay stuck. It's the choice that defines your future. The reality, every day, every single day, each of us, you're making a choice. You can grow or stay the same. You can move forward or stay stuck. There is no neutral, right? It's moving all the time. So the trap are comfort zones. Those feel safe, familiarity, right? But it keeps you exactly where you are. And if there's no risk, there's no growth. There's no growth, there's no change. There's no change, there's no results. And life is all about results, right? It's in the results you find the meaning. So the shift, leveling up, means doing what's uncomfortable, showing up consistently, right? Choosing discipline over excuses. I mentioned earlier, a habit of excuses can create these ruts where we're absolutely stuck. So if we want to do that, do what's uncomfortable. Show up consistently, being disciplined, right? Small actions, they lead to big changes, but you got to start somewhere. That's the key. So your choice today. 1 year from now, you will either be proud or still making excuses. So you get to decide today, level up or stay stuck. Well, thank you. I love a good PowerPoint too, man.
Solutions are available.
We are that.
Yeah. I think too many people assume there's no solutions, though, in this world.
Stephen, yes, we lose hope. And when we lose hope, we stop believing, you start thinking there is no solution. And then you give your faith the wrong direction. We've got folks in the back. I want to be so respectful, but I've got Mitch, Lou, Snafu, Tom, and Cage.
That's a calamitous group, Jack.
I know. I'm going to start with Lou.
I think Cage is kind of having some mental issues lately.
Cage, with your comments, you just told me you don't want to be here. You're not serious.
Yeah.
And Mitch, we're going to get along better. We will get along better. But part of this is what I think I'm here to help others learn is how to trust. Okay.
Well, if you want me to trust you, you can give that up. I'll make that decision.
Okay. Well, if you can't trust me, then there's no reason for me to trust you. And if there's no reason for me to trust you, there's no reason for you to be here with me.
Right.
So if
you just use broken people to try and make yourself look good and then spit them out when you're done.
That's the role you're playing in this scenario you're imagining. And what I'm suggesting to you, if you're willing to change your mind and realize that it's easy to trust a man like me, you stop being a dick. And holy shit, Mitch, you might realize that applies to a lot of people.
I'm pretty kind to you, Jack. I'm pretty kind to you. I don't call you names, really.
That's not true. You're not kind to me.
Yeah.
You are, well, let me not disrespect. Let me not underappreciate. I know you could have been far more critical, far more diminishing of me, but you've chosen.
I'm pretty reasonable, Jack, as long as you're willing to be reasonable too.
Well, that's what I thought until you stop being reasonable. And then it's like, holy shit, this is a Mitch I didn't expect.
To be fair, I think in some ways Mitchell's correct in terms of trust. I mean, trust is something that's earned, and only the trustee can make that decision.
No,
sorry.
Lou, again.
I'm not saying you didn't earn his trust.
Lou, right. Well, thank you for pointing that out. I think after this amount of time of who I am being honest and authentic, I think a little bit of trust may have been earned. But Lou, no, you are just as troublesome. And I mean, you're real close to the same boat as Mitch.
I'm not saying whether you're trustable or not. I'm just saying trust is in the person doing the trusting. They must be.
Lou, you
that's
lack
it, right?
trust. Lou, you lack trust.
That's
When
you, Lou.
trust,
That's
you
you,
lack
Lou.
trust.
Okay.
He thinks he's talking to NASA on that microphone, Jack, on that headset. He thinks he's talking to NASA. I think Mitch makes a lot more sense than Lou. Lou rarely.
I agree.
Lou's an idiot. Lou's an idiot. He goes around on all these panels and talks shit about people behind their back, and then comes on their panel and acts nice to them.
He's a
what
weasel.
panel? I don't know. I don't go barely on.
He's a real coward. He goes
Look at
on
his
CT's
face. He's
panel and
grinning
talks
away.
shit on Jack and
knows what he
Mike
does.
Cerrone
I
and
never
stuff.
thought. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Tell you what, guys, let's stop trying to provoke. Let's figure out what to do from here. I mean, Lou.
What we should do, Jack, we should have one moment of you know what we used to call it, Jack? A moment of reflection, Jack. We should really reflect upon what we're seeing here.
Well,
and
this is actually, sorry to interrupt, but yes, this is exactly what I want to share, right? This experience of being present with authenticity. And in that authenticity, having a sincere appreciation. Because having a practice of gratitude, thinking thoughts, telling yourself you're grateful, unless you actually feel that, you're doing yourself a disservice. And Cage, your nonsense in the chat, it's done. The hell, man?
Yeah, kick him.
It's these people are seeking attention, guys. That includes you here with me. I admit I am seeking attention, right? However, I have a clear purpose in my reasons why I am seeking attention. I'm trying to make a better world.
These people seem like a bunch of chuckle fucks, Jack.
Well, this is where we found ourselves a part of, right? And I see the similarities between me and many others. Someone said it in the chat. A lot of folks who spend a lot of time here online, they're not working, right? They don't have a job. The reality is many people who are here with us, they lack a purpose. So maybe this is a place just to kill time. It's a place to socialize. Like
They're lazy
Duck
bums.
said.
You're being a little bit kind towards them and gentle. they're lazy bums, Jack. I think they're lazy bums. A lot of people that
Some
hang
of
out
them are.
these panels.
But Stephen, I can do that too. That's why I can't judge. I don't want to judge people for what I am, what I've been to. I can be lazy. I can be without a purpose. But here's why I know the signs. When I lacked a purpose in my life, I was easily bored. I was easily frustrated. And even when I had a purpose in my life, I found myself for a long time still getting frustrated. But you guys have been a part of this journey with me.
Yeah. I try not to get so frustrated anymore. I'm retired. And I just tell people, I just don't give a shit. You know, when people come to me with stuff, I just say, don't bother me. I'm retired.
You're mentally retired?
No, you're mentally retarded, Lou. You're not listening. You know that you are.
I'm mildly retarded, to be fair.
No,
severely.
You seriously, dude. You might be creating your own brain damage by the things that you're telling yourself, Lou.
That's true. I think he is.
So what can I tell myself to stop the brain damage, Jack, please? To help me stop the brain damage. That was quite funny, though. I have to give you that.
Well, it's true, though, Lou. That's what I found. The shit we tell ourselves. You got to pay attention to the word you are saying. Don't condemn yourself. Don't limit yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. The world will do that for you. Speaking of, I don't want to continue.
Oh, fuck you.
How do I
Canadians out of here? Because that's the other thing with this. OPW is the one that jumped in when all this started. I got no business with that faggot.
Lose a dumb Canadian. I hate Canadians.
Lose both the Canadians. Steven's not a Canadian. He's welcome down here in the States.
Yeah.
Maybe not with the harem unless he goes to Utah. Now, Jack, I get up every fucking day and I work all day every day.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is this
So
good?
you call it the big game when you mod God. And you know, whenever I work every day with these fucking people that are dying on the streets like you like to promote fucking emotional response out of, I just like to go somewhere online with people I've known for 3+ years. Maybe have a conversation.
Can you calm down?
Arrogant creation of a LARP, a meme that's grown out of our fucking grasp. The last place I would even come to meet up with people has lost his fucking shit. And I mean, he wasn't sane when he got here, but I think you're still real confused about who's trying to help you and who's just egging you on, playing you like a fucking fiddle.
So what would you suggest I do? If you were me in my shoes.
Every fucking time, and you put me in the back over it. And then you don't hear it out. And then you let everybody string along a narrative that takes us nowhere. I mean, you've never been a fan of Imperius. Now you got him sucking your dick all stream just because he's pro-Jack for the moment. You're not authentic, Jack. You have no foundation. You're not solid. Until that, I don't call myself the Panelverse president. I tried to drop it. The real motherfuckers out here said, no, you're my Panelverse president. And if you remove all the mod gods and you have an honest God back and forth, I'll show that every damn day. Just like I do on the streets of fucking Denver. And it's not about me. It's about doing the work of that Most High. Not just talking about it from fucking Bro Logic's apartment. Not just saying, why aren't you guys getting me to D.C.? I'm in D.C. Why ain't I talking to the president? It's because of you.
Tom, can you calm down?
Fuck you. You want to support, right? How can you help? How can you support, right? Jack, you're full of yourself, man. It's been long enough, and I can't believe these motherfuckers in chat can live with themselves to back this shit. Tell you you're a thing. Tell you you're doing something. Jack, I offered you, when I had a roof, I offered you that fucking bedroom when you were crying about losing your house. The whole time you knew 70K was coming. You're not honest. You're fucking large.
Tom.
I'll show it, buddy.
If you can't call
of your streams I have where you're looking, I don't know what's going to happen. They're coming for my house.
You need to take a breath. You got to calm down, Tom. We can't have a conversation when you're running out like this. Calm down.
And nothing. You respond to nothing. And you're honestly standing on earlier. I said, just explain what you just said about me. You said, no, go figure it out yourself. No, own it. Jack, do I look like I live in comfort? What did you say leveling up was?
Take a breath. Matter of fact, what is going good for you? Let's focus on that.
Respond to the shit I said.
Why?
Because you're a deflection trying to make it about me.
No, I'm trying to provide value regarding the topic. Level up or stay stuck. You can stay stuck, bitch. I don't need your bitterness and your nonsense, dude. You're missing the point. You're totally off the mark. I'll bring everyone else back up, except Doc.
Jack, that guy's got some real problems.
Unfortunately, he does. I mean, legitimately. And the thing is what I've learned, I know I can help someone like that. But the thing is, well, his bitterness has been enabled, not just towards me, but towards a lot of others.
I didn't want to interfere, but I thought for a moment we were having a Breakfast Club moment. Like he was passionate and getting honest, like in the movie. So yeah, I don't think Tommy's bad. I just think he's quite passionate about things and living the way of Christ as he sees it.
But he's not.
How about a lack of social skills? You know,
probably
has a very high IQ but a very low EQ, an emotional quotient.
As 4 men sit around talking about Tommy now that he's in the back, it points more to
observation, reporting what we've observed.
No, it points more to the failure. It points more to the failure to communicate. You know,
on who?
On everyone's part.
It's on everyone. That the one guy who can't shut his mouth or even have a reasonable conversation. It's on everyone.
He can. It's happened. It's happened before.
Mitch,
have you never had a conversation with Tommy?
Mitch, right? In the case, not when he's in these states. No, Mitch. There's
then stop bringing him up and then using him as your excuse to.
Yeah. Actually, you're missing.
I don't find it as an excuse. It's just another example of the human condition and what we have to deal with from day to day. You know, it's like the guy. We're actually able to have a conversation with you, Mitch, and it's possible with Imperius as well, even though he has a very insurmountable amount of fucking energy. But Tommy is just like he just won't calm down. He just can't avoid the ad homs. He wants to talk like an adult, but he's literally still a teenager wanting to scream at his parents and fucking swear at them, right? So he can't have a decent conversation, a reasonable one, because there's nothing tangible that you can actually use in that conversation with the man to reach any sort of resolution. Because there's always this particular tangent that he has to go through before we ever reach the point where we can actually have a conversation with the man.
Jack, guy sounds like he uses a Sibian. Do you know what a Sibian is, Jack?
Oh, come on the Howard Stern show. Come on,
I don't remember it.
That's what he sounds like he uses, though. He's a very odd man.
What's a Sibian? What is that?
It's a sex toy your mama uses. It's a machine. But to be fair, I don't think I heard Tommy call OTW a nigger faggot or Imperius the whole time he was here today.
That's not true.
I think
you obviously weren't listening.
No, I think he toned it down today a lot.
He may have toned it down, but again, I see a lot of people making excuses for unacceptable behavior.
Agreed.
I mean, and that's kind of what Mitch has been doing.
It's a bunch of bullshit, Jack.
He's trying to play the role of being righteous in his judgment, but all he's been doing is trying to piss on my cornflakes for a while now, it seems.
I think
just trying to antagonize you, Jack. He's trying to antagonize you.
But I think these guys get pissed off because, as they said, they get put backstage and then they're the topic and everybody's talking about them and they're like, well, I'm not on here to defend myself. So I think that's
but if he wasn't screaming, Jack would let him on to defend himself.
Mitch's views are genuine coming from his own perspective, right? From his world.
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't necessarily mean what he perceives is actually the truth in itself, but it's still coming from his world, like from his worldview. It's coming from. So it's, I don't know how else to explain it. I don't want to defend the man. I can see where he's coming from because I can actually take the time to listen to what he's saying, but it doesn't mean it's true.
Well,
that's all.
That's just it. It's true for him, but he's not recognizing that he's looking at everything through this veil of a victim, right? He's not seeing the truth. He's seeing his perceived truth. And when I try talking to him, he doesn't actually acknowledge what's being presented. He didn't. When I've explained myself over his damn recording, I've tried explaining myself multiple days in multiple different ways, and they're still looping on this nonsense. Tom, maybe that was Tom looping on it. Maybe it wasn't Mitch
And all
today.
that, no one has ever really answered the initial question was, what is it that Jack is doing so bad out here that is hurting everybody? So, what is it that Jack is doing wrong? Right? Nobody answered that. It's like it's all a bunch of it's all their feelers. It's all about how they feel about how you present. But it has nothing to do with your actual goals and
It's
everything
tone policing, Jack.
Exactly. It's literally you're having conversations with bitches, right?
It's women. It's not what you're saying. It's how
I'm
you're
sorry
saying.
I'm using the word. It's just because it's so. I don't know how to express myself other than that way because that's the only way I can perceive when I have because there's a difference between a bitch and a woman. You understand? You can have a conversation with a woman. You can't have a conversation with a bitch. There's a difference.
A bitch hates the pretty girl, right? So to them, Jack is like the pretty girl. He's got all the attention. He has all the followers, and they don't.
I like that analogy. That is not bad. That makes sense. Jack is the popular guy, and they want a little bit of his popularity. But they need to come up and give him their perspective on him, which is necessarily negative, obviously, right? So just to make themselves feel better about themselves while putting another man down. This is all I'm seeing.
It's using Jack.
Well, like, look at the chat. Like Melanie's
Can
just
I
in the
finish?
chat.
I started speaking before you. It's like some people. I remember in the program, I would tell some people that would use other people in the program to stand on their shoulders. People they thought were doing better than them, they would stand on their shoulders, right? In a abstract sense, I'm saying, right? And so that's what they're trying to use Jack. They're instead of working with him or trying to achieve some sort of co-creation, they want to stand on his shoulders to hold him down and lift themselves up.
Agreed. Yeah.
Right. Well, it's what I've it confirms my theory, or maybe it's, I don't know, the way I see it. It all makes sense. People have been projecting, and I'm an example like everyone else, but I know that God is using me, right? People have been projecting their shit onto me my whole life, right? It took me a while to figure it out.
It's horseshit, Jack. It's horseshit.
Well, it's the way people treat each other. All of us, we put our shit out onto someone else. If we don't master and own our feelings, we'll vomit it out onto other people. And I've had
Master and Commander, Jack. Master and Commander. The Far Side of the World. That's a great movie too. You should watch it, Jack.
Right.
With
And
Russell Crowe.
the art of war is also a really good reflection of self, right? Because you're constantly at war with yourself in all kinds of different facets of your life, right? So it's like this is where the work is actually being done. It's not necessarily us accusing other people, but necessarily looking at ourselves in the mirror and accusing ourselves first, making sure that we're holding ourselves accountable before holding someone else accountable for something that we're probably not even doing ourselves, right? So that's what I find fascinating a lot out here is like people want to hold a lot of people accountable without showing any proof of them being what they say they are, right? And so far in the past 3 years I've known Jack, or maybe even longer, he's stayed the same man, and he's gotten a lot better over the years when it comes to self-awareness. So I mean, I have nothing else to say but fucking, praise God, and I believe in change. I think it's possible. I think people can
praise God, praise Jack.
Right, that people can really level up, stop being stuck in wherever it is that they're stuck in, and make the change, because it's all up to us to just do it now, here and now, right at this very moment. Because everything happens in the present moment.
Yes. Sorry,
Jack, can I ask a favor, Jack? Can I ask a real quick? Can we all say a silent prayer for Palomino Ricky in the chat? He's been going through a lot of shit lately, A lot of aggression coming from his soul, and I think I've been noticing some blackness in his aura, and I just want to put a reach out to him and say, Palomino, I'm always here for you, bud.
Okay.
Hey, Jack, for the record, I just want to say I've been on CT's channel a couple of times. I have never spoken about you, so I don't know where Imperius is coming off with that. Like, I've never spoken about anybody on there. I just go and talk about whatever the issues are.
Jack, do you see the negativity from Palomino in the chat?
But in a
sense,
sense,
Jack?
Oh, sorry, Imperius. I was just going to say to Lou, it makes sense, though, that at the same time we would be talking about people because leveling up, doesn't necessarily need to be like a centralized thing. It can be generalized, in many ways.
But I don't go to a lot of panels, but I generally don't speak about anybody from another.
Yeah.
I don't know where Imperius is coming from.
Lou, could you speak on a little bit of Lou? Can you do me a favor and give a little bit of? Can you give a little positivity to Palomino? Can you say, Palomino, I hope everything's going well for him? Can you say that, Lou, please?
I hope, Imperius, that one day you grow up and you become a real boy.
And Jack, he's insulting me. I'm asking for positive energy to be transferred through to another
I know,
person.
but you play a troll so often, Imperius. It's hard to know what's real.
Well, but Jack, I've been very honest today. I've been very straight.
I know. I appreciate you. And yes, blessings to not only Palomino, but to all who are here. We've got a wonderful guest returning, and I want to welcome back. And please, let's all be respectful and appreciative. Welcome back, Cynthia.
Hi, guys. How are y'all?
Good.
Cynthia's a little bit of a rapscallion.
Cynthia.
She can
Hi,
be.
guys. I was
Cynthia.
talk about leveling up. And I think, one thing for me that I've had to learn along this journey on this platform is that when you're ready to level up, people may not come with you. And you have to be okay with doing that alone. So trying to convince people to level up is like the hamster on the wheel.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do it. And when people start to see you doing that, then they may become interested and want to know more about it.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. It's interesting how people work. Tony, I remember at a Tony Robbins event or somewhere from him, I heard it pointed out that sometimes our friends and our family can actually be the worst enemy of our success, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't want to see us fall. They don't want to see us get hurt. And so that means maybe avoiding risk. But I took us away from where you were at, didn't I? Cynthia?
Well, that was it. Just letting you know sometimes it's okay to take this journey alone. It can seem scary at times. It can seem
we're never alone. God's with us. We're never alone. God's always with us.
Indeed. I agree with that. But there are times that when God can be silent for whatever the reason may be. Perhaps he's refining us.
Mm-hmm.
But even in that time when he's silent, you are absolutely right. The Lord is always with us. But that's still a scary time. I mean, we're human. It's scary. What is the next hour going to bring me?
Could leveling up, if I can ask this question,
a lot of insanity.
If I can ask Cynthia a question, or anybody else for that matter, could leveling up look like admitting to yourself when you've been fooled and not perpetuating that foolishness?
If I can answer that real quick,
yeah.
My perception of leveling up is just not repeating the same mistakes over and over again, right? That's all. That's
I agree, but I think there has to also be a connection to the part where we have to accept the fact that we are fooled by something, someone, or possibly even ourselves. And if we can't accept that we've been fooled, then we fool ourselves.
Right, but what exactly do you mean? Like fooled by what? Except yourself. You're the only one who can fool yourself.
Well, no. I mean, you can accept ideas that are not, that are not true, that are not to your benefit, that are not to anybody else's benefit.
Isn't that more just surrendering to the instinct that you know is wrong a lot of the time? Like, for example, when we do something like I know, like, let's say if I go to a store and grab a bar and put it in my pocket, I know that's wrong. But the impulse to do it and get away with it is how we fall to it. It's not that we're falling to our own impulsive desires most of the time.
You think it has like something to do with a dopamine hit or something?
Well,
like
I think human beings, we react to positive, immediate gratification stimuli. Human beings are going to do something with what immediately gratifies them most of the time. The greatest sign of intelligence, someone who can delay, the greatest sign of intelligence is someone who can delay gratification, immediate gratification for long-term gain.
That's part of emotional and personal development, certainly. Delayed gratification.
I see that
That
as
is the smartest thing I heard all freaking day.
Yeah, it's the great, like, if I'm hiring someone for a job, I'm not hiring them.
I wish I would have been listening. I generally don't listen to it, serious, and now I regret it. I think I wasn't listening.
Look at this, Jack. Do you see him, Jack? Jack, look at this. Look at this, Jack. Everyone's doubting me, Jack. Jack, this is the weight of the people around you that you got to overcome, Jack. Day to day.
TW, tell me what he said.
You'll be fine. Here, Cynthia.
You're gonna have to listen back, man.
I was
I'll
gonna
recap for you, but go ahead.
correlate that with we have to die in the flesh to become alive in the spirit.
Ooh,
And that's where you're like, we have like at some point, but that's so hard because we enjoy this. We like this. This makes us feel good.
Because the flesh is always desiring something, right? It's constantly bugging you with something. It's always hungry. It's got something. You have to go to the washroom. It's just like, it's incredible, the needs of the body and what it wants, it's just, this is why fasting is so important, because it does help you gain control of all of that again, because a lot of people don't even realize how much that they're not even in control of their own body, of their flesh.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's the flesh that rules them. It's not, you see, they're a slave of their own flesh, not just the mind.
We're our own worst enemy. A lot of the times we do stuff to satisfy our own desires instead of like, we're not always like looking to try to F up. We're just like so encompassed in our own like desire to achieve this or because we want this or to feel this.
Imperious. That's perfect, because it's exactly what's written in the scripture, what Cynthia was talking about. We've got to die to the flesh so that the spirit can live. And the spirit is patient.
100%, Jack.
Right? The spirit is patient. It's in no rush. And what we've got to realize, the sin happens most often when we choose to step away from patience and righteousness and goodness, right? And so we're actually the governors. We too become the path of enlightenment, path of maturity, self-governance, right? You must become the governor of you to prevent you from falling to temptation, right? From getting distracted and getting afraid and going along to get along. What we do when no one is looking, that makes a big difference in who we are.
But if God, sorry to be always not
Go ahead, Lou.
If God put us here in this moment, in this time, in this flesh, did he not put us here to experience the flesh? And if we concentrate so much on escaping the flesh, are we not going against what God's wishes are by placing us here?
No, I think it's a fusion. It's a symbiosis between both the spirit and the flesh. It's being able to, be in the world but not of it, right? It's not choosing a side. It's not being left or right. It's riding the middle line.
And that's kind of where I was going, because I see a lot of people trying to escape this existence, or at least I get the sense that they want to escape this existence.
Well, Lou, please don't let that confuse you, okay? Because it's a partial truth. You got a terrible echo coming through. That's why I keep muting you.
I don't think people are trying to. A lot of it's not the truth. It's literally people are just trying to fill the emptiness that are inside each of them, to fill it, like our immediate insecurities, our lack of whatever that we have within ourselves. And we're always trying to fill that, and we're screwing around trying to fill that hole, that emptiness that's inside of each of us, that we're trying to fill and trying to find out what to complete us.
Well, thank you. And this actually swings back to something OTW said earlier about there's a constant fight. There is a constant fight and a constant battle for control until we find the balance. And once we find the balance and you find that groove where you are just present and you flow, you're with love, no matter who comes in your path, no matter what shows up in your way, you are here and present and with love. That's the way that Jesus showed us.
Is that any better, Jack? I just did the echo cancellation thing. Or do I still got an echo?
Mic check. 1, 2.
Mic check. Mic check.
There's still an echo.
It's echo, but it's a lot better though. It's a lot better though than it was. It's better than it was.
Maybe.
No, I'm always personally just have this sort of conflict in me about this idea that I get the spiritual world.
Lou,
sorry,
please.
Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you did remind me of what you had said regarding the flesh, people trying to escape the flesh. And I'm actually more in line with what OTW said. We take the flesh and we become the master of it. You become the ruler of you, your joy, your experience, and you become the ruler because you submit yourself to God. You don't make a choice. You don't take a step without inviting God to be with you. But
control is an illusion, Jack. We don't have control. That control of we think it's an illusion.
The appearance, yes.
If Jesus was real, and I can't say for sure that he was or wasn't, but he was also placed in the flesh.
Yeah.
And he didn't try to escape the flesh.
And he wasn't a slave of it either, though.
Right. No, I'm not saying to be a slave. I'm not saying one should be a slave of the flesh, but one, I believe, should be grateful for the flesh because you're placed in the flesh. So even the pain you should be grateful for.
Well, you experience the life, yes. But the thing, remember, what did Christ say? He said on the night, like, dude, in the Garden of Gethsemane, what did he say? He said, Father, if you willeth, take this cup from my hand.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't want to go. Like, dude, nobody wants to experience the pains of the flesh. Like, dude, that's a painful experience.
Well,
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
No, but what did he do though? No, what is that saying though? It's saying he's not trying to escape it. He's putting the control in God's hands and letting go. He's saying, God, if you will it, let me not have to do it. But if you do will it, for your will be done.
Honestly, I'm not sure if here's what's coming up to my mind, and I don't want to single it out on Lou either. But what's coming up to my mind is some of my earlier beliefs that when you turn to God, if you turn yourself to God, you're going to live a pretty boring and mundane life, right? You won't have as much joy or pleasure. But the path I'm on, I took this idea that, God gave me this body of senses. The body is the factory for the pain. It's where the pain is experienced. But on the same receivers, the same system, pleasure. Do you know where the limit is on how much pleasure you feel? Right? Thank you. I think we are on the same page, Lou, is that we become the master of the body and live with love, purity, wholesomeness. And I tell you what, I have experienced levels of pleasure that can easily be quantified as ecstasy. I have experienced ecstasy, not in a sexual way, but in true ecstatic, just pleasure of gratitude and awe because of time with God, guys.
Is gratitude and peace, are they the same thing? Living in that ecstasy, is that peace? For
Well, I
me,
think it's satisfaction, like living in that second of just like being able to just be. You know what I mean?
It's called bliss.
Yeah.
That's
bliss.
I'm bliss whenever I'm talking to Jack. That's what I think. This is a blissful show, Jack. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll be back later, Jack.
Yeah, peace and periods.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Blessings and love, Jack. Blessings and love. Christ be with you,
Okay,
Jack.
just
Christ be with
leave
you.
already, damn it.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Well said, Lou. Well said. Where is he? Yeah, I'm not sure actually. We're nearing the 2-hour mark. Dominic just showed up. What are you guys feeling?
Well, I'm good here. I mean, I did schedule something, but I can always push it back or restream or whatever. So it's like I'm not, I have nothing planned. It was just
All right. Well, let's hang out at least a little bit longer.
yeah. We were having a good time here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
Conversation's decent.
Finally, a discussion that has somewhat of a value, in my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but none of the other stuff, the cycling and spinning and the looping and that doesn't have any value anymore. It's like it gets tiring after a while.
I literally have all
those
my
are
notes.
one of the reasons why I kind of like reduced my live streaming, was because of that kind of dynamic that just kept on repeating itself, that I found like was tiresome, man. It's like, how come I'm not getting the juicy stuff, the intellectual conversations that'll bring us to the next level, right? Like that. Those are the kinds of conversations that I actually want to have on my channel. But I also end up, like Jack, I end up entertaining the chaos and all the nonsense and stupidness and bullshit. And sometimes it's like a passing through thing where you have to, like, it's like, I don't know, an initiation or something. Like the first 45 minutes of the show has to be complete chaos for an actual conversation to end up happening, later on during the show. But
at that point,
as the host, though, OTW, you are in control of that.
Right, you have to
run
direct it. I agree. It has to be coming from you. If you're just let it flow wildly, it's going to go where it's going to go. And generally, it's going to go to the most dysfunctional place, generally, because that's what people love. They like to loop and cycle and go into the fucking drama, right? So if you want something else, you have to direct it. You have to give it direction.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why I've been hanging out lately with Jack. I've been coming around, and I was like, I like the energy. I like it's I'd rather be around decent people than be around a bunch of chaotic people, right? It's like, so sometimes Jack has like a really decent panel, and I enjoy these panels, right? I enjoy being on a panel where people can have a back and forth without having them yell at each other and tell them, fuck you, you're this, you're that, full of name calling. It's just
you,
like,
OTW.
Right, exactly. You prove my point. So it's just like, we're all grown adults. It's like, how come we're talking like we're still in the, high school freaking, in the backyard of a high school playing basketball and yelling at our friends and telling them to go fuck themselves and shit like that. I mean, that's all high school shit. We're supposed to be at a point in our lives where if we want to actually have some sort of actual conversation with people, well, we stop swearing. We have, decent conversations, respectful ones, where we have a back and forth, and, we actually, end up having a conversation that's productive for everybody, everyone on panel and everybody that's watching the show, This is my opinion. This is how I see things.
Ideally, yeah.
Who's growling?
Snoring.
Somebody growling, snoring. What is that?
Steven is faking the he fell asleep again.
Probably Steven.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Steven. Are you okay? Did you take your meds? You're a good boy, Steven. Everybody at the home thinks you're amazing.
Yeah,
We love you.
It's all right. He mentioned something about that earlier, so I guess he's repeating his patterns. That's all right. Kind of. I almost prefer him to stay asleep and quiet. Some days. Dude, some days he's just interrupting and nonsense. But we cover a lot of different topics, a lot of different perspectives on these things. But the idea of faith and God, like I said, it was never a big part of my past life, but where I'm at today, I swear by it. The world of truth. The world of truth has been given to us. It's the combination of the world of facts and the world of value. But we get caught up in the facts. We lose sight of the value. We lose sight of the truth.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I was answering happy for you. No, I'm not reading the whole book of Psalms. I just did that one this week. Thank you for asking, though.
Yeah.
I think next week I'm going to do Romans 8 because it talks about the death of the flesh so that the spirit can live. Beautiful. If you're like Romans is like the quintessential book in the Bible, but Romans.
So how do you kill the flesh while you're still breathing?
All right.
How do you do that?
If you would watch some TV shows and some movies, but I know that you might not watch that much, but on Netflix, there's this show called One Piece. It's a pirate show. Okay. This show is literally explaining the whole process through the hero's journey and how it's done. It's following your dreams. There's a whole thing to it, and it speaks about the rising of the hero. It's in all of us. We just have to initiate the process. That's all. And they put it in so many movies and TV shows. They disguise it under some sort of like superhero thing, It's like He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Well, the universe is you. He-Man is also you. Yes. You are the master of the universe, which there is, first of all, a universe. You are that. You are a whole universe. All of us. We're all one universe.
And I mean, as far as the hero's journey, I think personally, I've been through that in and out of the hero's journey several times in my life, depending on the circumstance, the season, the time. I've been through probably 3 different hero's journeys in my life. One of them was obviously drug addiction, right? I had to go through the fire to come out of the ashes kind of thing. I mean, I'm not going to go into the rest, but I get what you're saying, but we're here, we're breathing, and spirit, from what I understand, means breath. And as long as you're still having this breath, you are in the flesh. It's when the breath leaves the body that the body dies, and you are no longer in flesh. Then you're connected back to source, in my opinion. So,
no, but I think has nothing to do with actually dying literally. I think it means maybe it's a metaphor for dying in the flesh it's a thing that you can do while in the living. Am I wrong here?
So think about the relationship of something when it's dead to you. Right? It loses its importance. You might have fondness and memory of it. You might have some appreciation, but the value is done. The idea of allowing the flesh to die, it's to realize the greater rewards The greater rewards are with God. And God is the goodness. So pursue the path of goodness until you get to know God's greatness. And then you don't have to worry about the sins and the lies. Because, guys, we're in this incredible fairy tale. Our God, the one that brings out the universe and allows the consciousness to be known each day. That God, it is the author of all things, the conductor of this musical charade, life. We're dancing through time together, in and out of consciousness, in and out of forms, in and out of relationships, right? In and out of problems. That's just how God flows us. But I believe we are this time where the awakening, the realization, the apocalyptic truth, it's showing itself. We're here to bring in the new kingdom, guys. I'm getting more and more convinced about that. And I don't think in the future, I don't think there will be a choice to stay stuck, because the choice will be level up. And that's it. No other choice. Level up. What if we do that? What if we raise the standards of humanity all around the world? We level up this time of history. Wouldn't the future be so proud of us if we did something like that? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Sorry.
Bless you. I think that might be the Luciferians' objective.
Which part, Luke?
They think that they're going to level humanity up, right? They're going to bring us to. They believe that the doctrine of whatever Lucifer, I don't know what the fuck. It's the only word that fits it. Is what's going to save the earth, save humanity, bring peace to the world. That's their.
But what am I talking about?
I know you're talking about the antithesis of that. I get it, but
no. So who should we give our support to?
Well, obviously, I mean, I'm not into what they're looking to do is to destroy the majority of us so that they can keep the, I don't know, whatever they believe are the most righteous. It's, I don't know. It's just something that Paul was talking about on his broadcast earlier, and it was in my head.
Which part was that? Please.
About the plans of the Luciferian plans for humanity are very, they're using darkness to create light is what they're doing, right? And it's a scary proposition. I don't particularly understand it myself. To me, it makes no sense, but seems to be where we're going. Sorry, I keep talking over you, Jack.
No, I kept doing that to you. I'm sorry, Lou. But I bet the reason it seems scary is because you think it doesn't make sense. And if you saw how it made sense, you wouldn't be afraid of the patterns. You'd understand the patterns. And if you really got into it, you might even believe, like me, that God sent us into this world to disrupt the patterns, to create better patterns. How about that?
Well, we're all here for, with the works that the Lord has provided for us. I mean, we weren't like, no matter who you are, you're not here by mistake. No. You do have an assignment. You were created for a purpose, whether you believe it or not. It is why you are here, or else we wouldn't be here.
Okay, Cynthia, that was beautiful and beautifully brought up. Okay, but let's apply that to where we are. What I see happening with a lot of people who join us on these panels, they're human beings. Every one of us, we're looking to be seen. We want to know that we can be accepted. We want to know that we're appreciated or valued. Every single one of us has that desire, whether we recognize it or not. And so what I think is happening, some of these folks, I mean, I still got, it's not so bad.
What do you mean it's not so bad? What's going on in their life is not so bad, or?
Sorry, I was looking at the backstage because I was wondering. I was going to go with some of our recurring guests, right? They've got these horrible attitudes, but if they understood that they're accepted, that they are appreciated, maybe they might be more willing to fit in. Yeah.
Well, I'll just take Snafu Snaps, for instance. He's someone that we all know. Yep. We think about living in the flesh. His ego, which would be his fleshly desire to be seen, to be heard, I don't like this person, so you don't like this person. But if you live by the Spirit, is where he thought about you and your panel and the conversation and where the healing it could be, it would be different than that. It's just, you got to die to those fleshly desires and think outside of yourself. And for some, that can be very hard.
It's scary.
Scary. I remember. Losing control. Nobody wants to be not in control. People want to be in control. And it's scary to let go of that. Like, when's the last time you drove down the road and be like, take your hands off the wheel and let's just see where the car goes? Nobody does that. But we can trust the one, or at least in my belief, I can trust the one who created me to take my hands off the wheel and trust where he's taken me. And that's nothing that comes overnight. That's nothing that happens instantaneously, but it is something that you have to put in work daily.
It requires attention and the willingness, right? Because for you to feel faith, you've got to kind of put yourself into these positions where faith is needed.
Yeah. Well, those positions, from my experience on my faith walk, the more I draw closer to the Lord, the more I can know that attacks will come. And whatever they may be, panelverse, real life, financial, health. And there's in those moments that you are sharpened in your faith. But then you can have the great day, and then tomorrow wakes up and it's chaos, and you can forget that day and be in chaos again. That's, again, it takes a lot of work, a lifetime, in fact.
Yes, and the other side of that, though, is when we recognize and remember the inner peace, it's available in every moment, and it's just behind the conflict, behind the unrest. There's a peace beyond understanding, right?
Yeah. Well, essentially, because I think when you reach a certain place, you understand that there's actually nothing really to worry about. In actuality, because of God, right? Because of God. It's like, I don't know how else to explain it, but that was like the turning point for me. It was like when I discovered that there is nothing to worry about. He is there, and even dead or alive, whatever it is, whatever state I'm in, I don't have to worry about it. God's there. There's nothing to worry about. So I mean, that's all. That's all.
It took me a long time to learn how to trust and believe, to accept actually. To accept that there was a God who not only existed, but a God who already had a relationship with me. And not only did that God already have a relationship with me, but that God loved me more than I knew myself, right? And actually spending time thinking about that. The creator of the universe knows me, loves me, right?
He knows how many hair are on your head. That's insane. At any point in time, how can someone be there for each and every one of us at the same time? I can't even wrap my mind around that.
Because it's concept. In that word there that it's a universe. We each have our own universe with God.
Yeah.
So I believe it's him being able to separate himself between 8.5 billion people. Right? And create a universe for each person.
Early in my thoughts, I was trying to conceptualize, how do you understand God? And the most powerful, I found a connection between God and truth, right? Because there's the truth is what I care about. That's what's real, and that comes from somewhere. And so the source has a relationship with the truth, and that truth exists, whether I'm aware of it or not, whether I'm afraid of it or not. And so what I've been learning to try and do is just to love it. I don't have to understand it to love it. I don't have to understand someone to love them.
That's a good one. It's hard to understand some of these people.
Dude. Well,
I like how you answer that. Dude.
Cynthia, that was my problem. I felt unloved because I felt like I couldn't love someone I didn't understand. And I knew that people couldn't understand me. So there was no way they could love me, right? And then the more I realized it, I'm not as complicated as I think, although I am very complex, that's for sure. I've never been as alone as I thought I was, right?
You're not.
There's always someone there.
Indeed. You always have someone you can call on. Who will never who will listen to your prayers.
And that is God.
And sometimes we can be stuck in our mind and in our sorrows that we can't even open up ourselves to hear God. And that is something else that takes work, is putting yourself in a space to allow God to speak to you.
Which means opening yourself up to be receptive, willing to receive the words from God, the message from God. If we're afraid of punishment, we don't open ourselves up very often, very well. Hey, it looks like by image, it looks like Tommy has mastered his calm. And I'm going to see how we do.
Again, Jack, I was just going to say the value you bring today is you out of relativity. If you take this faggot Canadian and fuck off, me and Cynthia can probably have a good conversation.
Cynthia, do you want to talk to Tom?
I adore Tommy. I adore Tommy.
Me too. Here, I'm going to try not to trigger. So I'm going to.
No, you're a nigger.
Hang on, Jack. Can I say something to you real quick this morning?
I'm just tired of this fucking beta.
Okay. I just want to tell you this. Earlier this morning when I was reading, remember Josh, when he came onto your panel, was that his name? And he said that he always prayed for wisdom and favor. And I was thinking that is something I never thought about. But this morning in my notes, it was saying God's favor allows the believer to stand in the face of adversity, challenges, and trouble. It's only when God is by our side that believers can endure. So when I think of favor, like, show me favor today, Lord, as I stand in these troubles and in these challenges and in these adversities.
Yeah.
Where did he leave?
I put him to the back and he took off.
Oh, I wanted to.
Right. And I can remain silent if ever he comes back. I can, you don't. I don't need to be managed, Jack. I can do that. I can manage myself.
I realize that, to be honest, and I do. I do trust that you would self-manage and not cause a problem. But I also know how uptight Tom can be. So if I can ease peace,
right. That's why I don't take it in the wrong way. I already got the.
Yeah, you understood. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like Flow State. I don't get butt hurt when I get removed off of a panel.
Flow's not here. Don't be going after Flo. Don't be a hater.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, this has been good, and I think you and Tom, if possible, talk to him again.
Tom is wise. Tom, even I saw Tom make a comment, and I was like, "How did he know that?" Tom is wise, and he's just hard and difficult to speak with at times, and have these types of interactions.
He makes it challenging to love. That's the signs of someone who's hurt and patterns of self-sabotage. I'm not saying that to disrespect him. I'm saying it because I recognize him. I've been there. I've done that. Been hurt. Push people away. Make it real tough for people to love you.
But once you look past all of that and you listen to his words, it's very rare and far that I disagree with anything that Tommy's saying. I just don't like the way he's saying it.
Well, as the subject of his topics quite a bit, or the topic of his subjective words quite a bit, I've got issues with a lot of the things Tom says. But God brought us together, and I'm ready to wrap up.
Awesome.
Really? Already?
Are you going to raid over to OTW? Are we going to go over to OTW's and crash his house?
Thank you for reminding me. Yes, that is my plan.
Are you set up, OTW?
You already started?
Yeah, and it's I'm already live right now. Shout out to the chat, by the way. I was gonna say my title is kind of like in line with your, like you level up or stay stuck, and I got nobody is safe in a world of chaos. Some things never change.
Dude, perfect. It is a continuation, man. But wait, some things never change.
Right, but that doesn't imply that some things don't, right?
Okay.
Just some things never change. Some things do.
Okay. Beautiful. Sheep's already beat me to it, but yes, we're set up.
Drop that StreamYard link in the back chat, OTW.
All right, I got you. Hold on a second.
Please do. Yeah, we're set to raid over that way. And
well, thank you, Jack, for having me up. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you coming by my streams in the morning. They started off 15 minutes, but now they're going 30. I'm scared. Yeah, but people are engaging more. Scary.
Is it a daily thing?
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday, and do you have a regular time you're starting?
I need to get on a regular time. Unfortunately, life is so chaotic. Here, I'm going to play around with doing a video drop of what I was talking about and see how that's received versus the lives. It's still a work in progress.
Gotcha.
I have outside people wanting to see this type of content come from me. So I'm trying to tighten it up.
Hey, good on you. Absolutely. If you can take this and expand it, your talents and your craft into other areas, outstanding. And a little praise as a viewer, as a fan. I haven't caught every single one of them, and I'm not always on time at the beginning, but Cynthia's dropping some great inspirations and encouragement, some great ideas each day, Monday through Friday. So
thank you.
Subscribe.
All right, MTW. I'm going to come crash on your couch in a few minutes. I'll see you over there.
All right.
Blessings, Cynthia. Thank you.
All right, Jack. I guess I'll let you do your outro.
Yes, please. I just realized I got Lou and Mitch in the back, but yeah, we'll forward over that way. We'll go that way soon. Thank you.
Oh well, if you're gonna have them back on, I'll stick around.
Please, you're welcome to. You're welcome to. I am shutting down though. Lou or Mitch, final words from you guys. I do appreciate you. I mean, no disrespect.
No, you didn't kick me out. I left. Sorry.
Oh, good.
I had to. Yeah, no, you didn't kick me out, Jack. I was just coming inside and my phone disconnected, and when I got in, came back. That's all. But yeah, we can go over OTWs and shoot the shit for a little bit. I appreciate you, Jack. Thanks for having me.
I encourage you. Head that
So
way.
you're just portaling over, or how's that all going? Working?
I'm going to end this. The viewers will raid over. If you want to jump over on StreamYard, OTW's already provided the link to us in the private chat. So hit the link.
Oh, okay.
Head over. We'll see you over there. Thank you, Lou. Blessings to you. Mitch, you still there, bud?
Yeah, man. You know, I've said it before, and I'll probably continue to say it in hopes that maybe someday it clicks. But I'm pretty convinced that every conflict stems from a failure to communicate. And what I think the biggest problem is it's okay to disagree, but some people want to control other people's thoughts. So they are offended when somebody disagrees and they feel a need to control their mind. But I think the more appropriate resolution to that conflict would be to learn how to communicate like grown-ups and either come to more of a mutual understanding or agree to disagree. It's okay to disagree. And it ties into one more thing that I want to mention is that a few days ago, you basically picked a fight with me because I responded to you saying we're all the same with this idea that there is one objective reality. We all have our subjective interpretation. And so a few days, you kicked me out and, you know, talked a bunch of shit. And then 3 days later, you're literally verbatim repeating the exact same thing that I said, word for word. So I just find that interesting. And I don't think we're so far apart. But yeah, that's, I guess, all I got for now, Jack. See you around.
Sounds like your mind's made up. Have a good night, Mitch. Good to see you. Appreciate you swinging through. Brothers and sisters, yes, the idea in this life, we're here to level up, right? You can level up or stay stuck. And that choice you make, it will make or break your future. The choice that decides your future. Are you going to level up or stay stuck? Now, part of the idea of leveling up and versus staying stuck is being able to listen, to pay attention to what life is showing you, to what the world is showing you. If you're constantly trying to prove someone wrong, if you're constantly engaged in these same battles over and over, you might want to look at yourself, okay? You might want to look at yourself and make sure that you actually understand the situation, you understand the goal, you understand what's actually going on properly. Because what I noticed in my past as a union guy, as a union official, I noticed this was commonplace in the workplace, and I knew the post office wasn't abnormal. A lot of people fight about nonsense. Hello, you ever notice that? People love to argue, people love to find disagreements. And part of this discussion, like Mitch brought up, part of this finding resolve, what I've been witnessing people do is they've been themselves and on their own so long that they've developed these patterns of defiance. They're literally avoiding agreement. There could be an absolute opportunity, no harm, no foul if there's an agreement. No, I will not agree because you will not control my mind. You will not control my thoughts. It's that pattern of defiance that's within everybody. But I tell you what, if you reject and defy something you don't understand, who's losing? Might be you. And I've seen a lot of people doing that with me. That's why I bring it up. I see a lot of people jumping to conclusions with me, trying to reject me or change me. And brothers and sisters, if you just accept me, you can understand me. And if you can understand me, you might understand you. And if you can understand me and you in this world that we're sharing together, my goal in sharing that understanding is so that all of us have a better understanding of God. Because what is God's will? What does love want? These are ideas I touched on earlier. I'm going to wrap it up here. Let's shut it down. And for those who are willing, raid over to OTW. Make sure you do a subscribe here and there and share some love. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, walk with faith, and live without fear. Thank you again. Peace.